And then we sort of saved one of the more interesting ones for last. This is the one I would get on the table.
All right.
Welcome to Blade HQ, everybody. My name's George, and I'm sitting down here with Mr. H, or Neil Hendrickson. I will always know him as Mr. H because he was my choir teacher in high school. And I often credit him to getting me into knives because he had this massive collection, and he would invite me into his office like, hey, don't tell any of my bosses, but come see my knives. And I would just get a little sampling, and I thought, he probably has 100 or 200 knives. That is such an understatement. So today we're just talking about a sampling of his Spyderco collection. Well, thanks for coming on, Mr. H.
Well, my pleasure.
All right, so let's start with this first knife on the table.
All right.
What's the story here?
Well, this is the original Endura as I know it, full serrated. Actually, I've had it long enough that the integral plastic or whatever the handle is made out of pocket clip broke off. I sent it back to Spyderco and they put on a metal clip, and it's been wonderful ever since.
That's warranty service.
Yeah, that is warranty service. And it's just been a wonderful knife.
This is your first Spyderco, right?
Very first Spyderco.
It's been a long journey since.
Yeah, a long journey. Yeah, I got this at a PX on a military base in Washington State on one of the band choir trips in the high school days. So,
I won't tell.
Yeah, probably 20 plus years ago. But my
still
first
kicking.
Spyderco, oh, still kicking and still doing a great job.
And it's obvious that you liked the Endura design quite a bit.
Oh, indeed. I've got a couple other Enduras, but this one may be the most fancy. Lovely file work and anodized.
The blue bone really pops.
The blue bone, the lovely sandwich steel. It's just a real conversation piece. One that I don't carry around in my pocket too much because I don't want to scratch it up. So
it's beautiful.
But it is. It's beautiful. You know, like a lot of collecting, you will take out part of your collection and enjoy them and fondle them and wipe the fingerprints off and put them away and wait for the next time that you have an opportunity to show it.
Yeah, they say use your stuff, guys. Always carry and use your knives. But there's some knives that you just deserve to be treated like a lady.
There we go.
Gently.
Very gently. Yeah.
All right, and this next one, the handle is really catching my eye.
Yeah, and I wish that I could remember exactly what they call this. It's a carbon fiber type. It's a Bob Lum design. They call it the Chinese style folder. And it fits well in the pocket and is actually a very, very handy style to use.
Looks like a real slicer with the deep belly and everything.
Yeah, it does anything you want it to do other than try and get into a little teeny tiny crevice, you know, that you'd need a stiletto.
A much thinner blade for.
Yeah, very nice indeed.
Yeah, I think we all kind of eat first with our eyes, so.
I would agree.
All right,
Yes.
tell us about this one.
Well, again, when you get to the point where you've got so many, you can't remember everything about it. But again, Spyderco's, it's really hard to beat a Spyderco. Feels good in the hand, does what you need it to do, and it's really fun to take out and fondle and polish and put it away when you get to the point where you've got a collection.
Yeah, this might be one of my favorite knives you have.
It's a
If
beauty.
you guys know what it's called, please tell us in the comments because I'd love to learn about it.
I honestly can't remember what it is called.
All I know is I like it.
Yeah.
This next one I recognize a little, but I think it's the older version.
The older version of the Mannix.
Mannix 1.
Yeah, and I don't know if any of you guys remember the old TV show Mannix about a private investigator.
This is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah. Mike Connors was the actor, and I guess they named it after him. I don't know, but he was always getting himself into problems and then out of problems with the help of his brains. And he never had a Spyderco knife, but
Maybe he should have.
maybe he should have.
Yeah.
But
So this one has the 154 cm blade steel, but the new Mannix 2 comes S30V standard. Yeah, it's a really great one. All right, well, we're gonna take a quick message break from Dallas, and we'll be right back.
What's up, folks? Dallas from Blade HQ. I'm here to talk to you about BladeHQ.com. We have one of the largest selections of EDC gear, knives, pouches, outdoor gear. Again, knives, because we're knives. Who doesn't love knives? Also, I want you to stay tuned to the end of the video. Let's go check it out.
Thanks, Dallas. Now the next knife on the table is a very luxury looking Sage.
yes, indeed. And I think it's one of my favorites simply because it's just so beautiful. And like all of the other Spydercos, and the Sage in particular, it feels very, very good in the hand. Really great. CPM, I can't even read without my glasses. What does it say?
S30V.
S30V, there we go.
Yeah, and it's, those ironwood scales?
I believe it is ironwood.
What a beautiful knife. Nice and slick, so not gonna chew up your pocket at all.
Not at all. Beautiful.
Man, I am
Beautiful.
drooling as if I had a Jolly Rancher in my mouth right now. All right, this one is one I've been eyeing the whole time. I want to hear more about it.
You know, I don't remember where I found it, and I don't remember how long I've had it. But, you know,
He's been in a long time.
right, the card type knife that you can, you know, just slide into your pocket. Still can't get through the airport with it, but lots and lots of fun. Very unique.
So I've seen a few credit card style knives, and it seems that the big thing they have to beat is the pivot. And I've seen a few solutions to that, but I think Spyderco did a really good job with this sort of recessed area, so it would still slip nice into your wallet if you needed it to, and then a nice, good handle. And that's sort of Spyderco's thing, is they put a lot of thought and effort into their design, even if they're making something that's a little bit different than most of us would consider carrying every day. Yeah, what a find. What a piece of history.
Well, I think so. And
This
again,
one, I thought this was a UK pen knife, but it locks. I'm all over that.
yeah. And again, I don't remember exactly which model it is, but beautiful carbon fiber, and again, the sandwich steel, and it just feels so good in the hand. And you take it out of your pocket, and it immediately attracts some attention because of its beauty.
There's something to be said for that, I think. Sometimes people say always eat first with your eyes. I think the same thing with knives. If your knife isn't beautiful, then what are you even doing?
Right. Well, aesthetically pleasing, definitely.
And then this one,
Discontinued some time ago. It makes me wish I would have got the next version that has even more texture on the handle. And
that's a chaparral.
right.
You can still get this one. It's the lightweight version that has the FRN handles, and it is so slim and so light. And even with these titanium handle scales, it doesn't at all feel meaty or beefy.
No, it's just wonderful. You hardly know it's in your pocket. And
look at that milling on that titanium.
yeah,
Oh, it's beautiful.
I don't know if everybody can see that or not.
Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, and it feels fun. Yeah, it's great.
And then we sort of saved one of the more interesting ones for last, in my opinion. This is the one I would get on the table.
Right. I don't know how many of you know that Spyderco makes automatics.
I think the Autonomy is the only one they still have.
I was telling these guys earlier, I had a burglary at my home many, many years ago, and I lost another version of a Spyderco automatic that I have not been able to find a replacement for. So they've got this one, and then one that's just about 20% smaller, and it snaps to attention very, very well. Feels great in the hand. It doesn't feel hefty. It's wonderful.
Like that's the Spyderco way. Even though when you think automatic knife, Spyderco might not be the first brand that comes to mind, the knives they make, even the automatics, are so well done, just so well executed. You can tell they were made by somebody who really takes pride in their work.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you certainly have your fair share of them. This is just a small sampling, a drop in the bucket of the collection.
Right.
So what knife you got today?
Well, even a big knife like this fits well in the pocket. This is the larger version of
The Lum.
the Lum.
Look at those. You know, I think I picked the smaller one of the two.
Well, everyone has their own opinion.
Well, I mean, I say that, but I'm carrying a Shaman today.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
This is a really cool thing, and because, I mean, just off camera over here, there is a massive pile of other knives from other brands. So we're probably gonna have more than one video coming out for Mr. H here. This is a collection that will show you that living the knife life for a long time will bring you great joy and great bounty.
I've only been doing it for about 55 years. So,
So 55 more.
yeah, there we go.
All right, we'll see you guys on the next one.